From my 18 years experiences and looking at my team, Turkish Airlines growth is sustainable and achievable.
Hello and welcome to The Agenda. In this episode, we're joined by the Chairman of the Board and the Executive Committee of Turkish Airlines, Mr. Ahmet Bolat. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you.
What a fantastic start to the year for Turkish Airlines. You just recorded your highest ever first quarter revenue. What was the secret to that success? What contributed?
In fact, it's not a sudden success. It's a success built by time. And Turkish Airlines, in 20 years ago, started with 65 aircraft. And we were carrying only 10 million passengers. And the revenue was $1.8 billion. Wow. Last year, we recorded more than $18 billion, carried around 72 million passengers with 395 aircraft. This year, right now, we have 414 aircraft. And if you look at it, for the last 20 years, Turkish Airlines grew 12% per year.
Well, the airline has set its sights on consolidating revenue over 45 billion euros by 2033, in addition to contributing 128 billion euros to Turkey's economy by 2033. Right. How do you hope to achieve that?
In fact, if we look at it, we're going to grow around 7.6%.
Right.
It's a little above the expected world growth rate on the number of the passengers to be carried. In 2033, our expected profit will be around $50 billion. And contribution to the ecosystem and Turkish economy will be $140 billion.
We're here in Istanbul for the launch of your new on-board hospitality experience. In effect, you're aiming to become the first Michelin star airline out of Istanbul. Right. That's no mean feat.
Right. Our catering is really number one in the world. There are lots of secrets behind it. First of all, we use 80% fresh product grown in Turkey. Also, we utilize highly qualified chefs. We have, of course, flying chefs for the last final touch. But the foods are prepared locally and also fresh every day. That's really the secret. We are offering new menus, more nutritious, more healthy, and more varieties. So you will see the differences.
What would you say are the key challenges to the aviation industry as a whole?
Rising fuel, since everybody is in the same boat, you know, everybody will face the same difficulties, except maybe some countries which are blessed with the oil. What is going to really the key challenges for the next coming few years is the supply chain problem in the aircraft manufacturers and engine manufacturers. Secondly, the engine issues. Both engines have some issues for the new generation narrow bodies, and that's also creating shortages on the spare engines. These are really the challenges. Thirdly, the shortages of the pilots.
Where are you positioning yourself in the Middle East market?
They are providing 17% of the world capacities. We are only providing 2.6%. So there's a big competition in our area from the European carriers, from the Gulf carriers. But still, we believe that our growth will be sustainable, will continue, because we really believe our product. So
tell me, what are your expectations for this forthcoming summer travel season?
Summer travel for the first 3 months are very good, and especially we are focusing on American tourists to bring 2 million Americans to Istanbul. Last year, 1 million Americans came, and last year China was closed, now started opening. So we're going to invest on these Chinese, Japanese, Korean visitors to Istanbul. We are going to focus on these.
Mr. Ahmet Bolat, thank you so much for joining us on The Agenda today. A pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.